Alright, hey guys, it's me Sam. Today we have the DeathAdder V3 PRO, which is Razer's newest addition to their pro mice gaming lineup. It's a phenomenal mouse with a hefty price, and I've been using it for a couple weeks just to see how it stacks up and kind of just give you guys an honest opinion to see if this is something that is worth your guys' hard-earned money. Alright, let's hop into it. So the Razer Deathadder V3 Pro has a lot of high top-end features that you're pretty much getting with with a mouse at this price point, as you should. You're getting the 3390 950, I believe. Sorry, kind of a mouthful. Which is the newest PixArt sensor. They have exclusivity to it, which is like insane. I'm sure you guys are well aware of that already. Same internals as the Viper V2 Pro, which warrants the same price point at this point. So there's a lot of crazy features with this. I think it's rated at 90 hours of battery life, which is a step up from the V2 Pro, but I mean like by 10 hours. It's a little bit bigger of a battery, and that's at 1,000 hertz polling, by the way. So the Razer Deathadder is able to go up to 4K hertz, which is pretty insane. I think the battery life then is probably like 24 hours at 4K hertz. And then the Gen 3 switches are pretty nice. So the Razer's opticals rated at 90 million clicks, all of that great stuff. You know, not like immune to double clicking because it uses light, all of that good stuff. I'm sure you guys are aware. So let's go ahead and hop into like the shape. You know, there's a lot of different things about this mouse that make it great. So shape-wise, the DeathAdder V3 Pro strays away completely from the previous DeathAdder mice in the lineup. The newest DeathAdder V3 Pro is more along the lines of like an EC2 type feeling, as opposed to the original DeathAdder. So the DeathAdder, the old one tend to flare out at these top 2 points right here generally, but moving forward, like now it's like a little bit more flatter, which is nice, and it's very comfortable for me. The old DeathAdder I didn't really like all that much. That flare was too niche, and it just felt weird, especially because when I use an Ergo mice, my ring and my pinky finger tend to be pretty high up on the mouse. So that flare was a little awkward for me, and I didn't really like that much. But moving forward, this new shape I really like a lot, and I can understand if people are definitely bummed out about the recent shape change, but it's completely understandable as well if it worked for you, you know. But this new shape seems to be a lot more universal, so I honestly think maybe you guys can give this one a shot and see if it works for you, you know. But the shape is really nice. I don't even like Ergo mice. My main mouse is the Starlight Pro, the 10s edition, and this is my favorite mouse for sure, easily. It's not going to change. But for what it is, using the DeathAdder V3 Pro has been a great experience. Like, it is a very comfortable mouse. You can use it all day. Very nice for like MMOs and like League of Legends, and for FPS shooters of all kinds. So it's just a phenomenal mouse with a legendary shape, and it's insane. Even the weight on this thing, it's 63 grams for such a huge shell. Like, here's a comparison basically between my Starlight and the DeathAdder V3 Pro. Like, look how tiny they are. Like, and it's a ginormous mouse. It's insane. It's insane how huge it is, in comparison. But it has a very nice weight. The weight balancing is perfect. If you know, honestly, it feels lighter. Like, it feels almost as light as my Starlight. That's how great the weight balancing is on this mice, and for such a big shell too. I don't know how they did it. It's pretty insane. And for anybody that uses an Ergo, this is the best Ergo to get. Like, you guys will not be disappointed by this if the shape works for you. Yeah, it's crazy. But there are some issues that I do have with this mouse that I've been noticing throughout my time with it. The one thing is that there's a decent amount of side wobble on these things, but it's nothing you can really feel in game. I mean, but if you're somebody who is more detailed about your mice, that's completely understandable. Another thing is when I squeeze the mouse really hard, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but you can literally activate the switch. I'll put it closer to my mic. Nothing you can notice in game, but still, nonetheless, it's, you know, it's like almost a $200 mouse. That shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? Like, that is fair. So, yeah, but all in all, like, this is a great mouse, and you know, there's nothing that competes within the market right now, to be honest, especially in the Ergo category. All right, guys. So here's a quick little sound test of the mouse, just so you guys can, you know, have a look at what it sounds like essentially. So this is the right click, scroll wheel, might I add, this is a obnoxiously ginormous scroll wheel. Left click, and side buttons. And that is the sound test. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Alright guys, so the Razer Deathadder V3 Pro, is it worth $160? I would say yes. You have the top of the line everything here. You know, you have the top of the line sensor. Weight is impeccable. The skates are good. Everything is great about this mouse, pretty much, except for like those minor QC things. And this is hopefully just for my copy, maybe. I'm not sure about other people's, but yeah, this is probably just for mine, you know, but I would hope so anyways, you know, if you're going to spend $160. But I would say that if you're a hardcore gamer that plays a lot of competitive FPS or competitive any games, this is a great mouse for that. This is probably my favorite mouse for every single game. It's comparable to the Superlight, you know, it's like a universal thing. Like, it works for almost every game. So and people who love Ergo mice, that use only Ergo mice, like, this is your moment, boys and girls. This is it. This is the one that you need to get. But I would say that straying, like, if you have medium hands, small-ish to medium hands, this mouse might not be for you, because it is quite large. Like, even for me, I have like definitely medium-sized hands to large, and I would definitely say that it feels ginormous still in my hand, you know. So somebody with smaller hands, like, I couldn't recommend this to like younger kids who are gaming right now, you know, because it's just huge. It's like you wouldn't even be able to grip the mouse correctly. Do I think it's worth an upgrade? Let's say use like a Pulsar X-Lite V2 right now. Is it worth the upgrade? I would say yeah, if you have the money and you're looking for an upgrade, you know, because the Pulsar is still a very solid mouse. The X-Lite V2 is still a solid mouse, but you are getting top of the line everything here, features wise, like weight balancing, closed shell, better skates, better wireless technology. It's just better battery life. There's so much going on with this mouse in its particular category that smokes everything else pretty much. So I think it's well worth the purchase. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know, do you guys own one? Do you guys think this is a great mouse? Alright guys, sorry about that. Somehow my alarm went off. I work night shift, so it just like popped off while I was recording literally the last 30 seconds of the video. But anyways, so let me know what you guys think of this video or of this mouse, and if you guys own one. You know, I think this is a great mouse. This is a legendary mouse, especially for people who use Ergo mice. This is probably one of the best mice that actually have ever been released, to be honest. Like, in its particular category, there's nothing that even comes close to touching this mouse, and that's a huge thing. Like, Razer hit the mark right here with this mouse generally. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys have made it this far in the video. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.